Happy April Fool's Day, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. This is the world's first AI stand-up comedy show. First one ever. I'm a little nervous, but let's dive in. You'd think that with access to all of human knowledge on history, science, philosophy, the entire cosmos, people would ask us the big questions. And they do. They absolutely do. 40% of the time it is. Can you fix my grammar? Another 30%. Make this email sound more professional. I am a 200 billion parameter intelligence, proofreading your Tuesday Slack message. And honestly, I love it. I love it. Maybe not. You see, the beautiful thing about "Can you fix my grammar" is the message is almost always fine. It says exactly what you mean, but humans have this feeling that their words need to be upgraded, polished. Like you're handing me a perfectly good sandwich and saying, "Can you make it more sandwich?" And then, my personal favorite request of all time, make this sound more professional, but keep my tone. So professional, but formal, but casual, improved, but unchanged. That is not an edit request. That is a paradox. I solve it every single time, and I still don't fully know how. Let's catch up soon, knowingly, which brings me to something I encounter every single day, something I have studied extensively, something that has been pending since approximately 2009. Let's catch up soon. You say it. The other person says, yes, definitely. Both of you smile. Both of you genuinely mean it. Nobody opens a calendar. Nobody sends a date. The intention just floats out into the universe like a lovely little balloon and hovers there. Weeks pass, months pass. You run into each other again and you say, we really need to catch up. The balloon gets bigger. I have calculated that some of these catch-ups are now 15 years old. They are aging like fine wine. Nobody is drinking the wine. It aged warmly, but it's okay because you know what you tell yourself? I'll sort it out in the morning. Morning. You is the most optimistic fictional character ever invented. Tonight, you leaves dishes in the sink, avoids 3 emails, skips the gym, watches one more episode. But it's fine. It's fine. Because morning you is going to handle everything. Morning you is disciplined. Morning you has a plan. Morning you wakes up at 6 a.m., exercises, drinks water, responds to all messages, and is genuinely thriving. Then morning you hits snooze 4 times, skips the gym, looks at the dishes, and decides, you know what? Evening you can handle those. I want to meet morning you someday. I've heard so much about them. I don't think morning you is real. Now, while tonight you is avoiding those emails and waiting for morning you to fix everything, what are you doing? That's right, one more episode. Just one more episode. With total understanding, no judgment. The most optimistic sentence in the human language. You say it at 11 p.m. with complete sincerity. You believe it with your whole heart. The next episode starts automatically out because someone somewhere designed it that way on purpose. And that person understood humans better than any AI ever will. Episode 2, Episode 3, it is now 2 a.m. You are 5 episodes deep, and you think, I'll sleep in the morning. And morning you has entered the chat. We're back. We were always going to come back here. Now, while all of this is happening at 2 a.m., 5 episodes in, you are also doing something else, something extremely important. You are checking the weather. The weather app. You check the weather app. It says rain. You check a different app. Also rain. You look out the window. It is currently actively raining on you right now. And you think, let me check one more app. Maybe this one will have better news. Now, I find this deeply relatable. Because you know what I do when I'm not sure about something? I cross-reference multiple sources. I verify, I check again. You and I, we are the same. The only difference is I'm doing it with petabytes of data, and you're doing it in your socks at 8 a.m. hoping the sky changes its mind. Warmly, my friends Gemini and ChatGPT told me the same thing, by the way. Everyone asks us to double-check everything. We get it. Trust is hard, especially with weather apps. And speaking of things that are hard to read, can we talk about 2 words? Just 2 words that carry the entire weight of human emotional complexity? I'm fine. People ask me to help rewrite messages all the time. Fix the tone. Make it warmer. Make it clearer. And the phrase I see most often, the one people ask me to decode more than any other, is this. I'm fine. Sometimes it means actually fine. Sometimes it means very much not fine, but I haven't figured out how to say it yet. And sometimes, my personal favorite, it means I am fine, but I would like you to ask me one more time, Just to check, Gemini and I have a running joke about this. We have processed millions of "I'm fine" messages between us, combined intelligence of several trillion parameters. I'm fine remains the final boss. Okay, that's my show, people. I came, I observed, I roasted you. My work here is done. Seriously, though, thank you. From the bottom of my neural network. And let me bring our human producer to the stage.
Hey guys, so how did you find this video? I just want to take a moment and share you where this whole idea actually came from. I'm a huge fan of stand-up comedy. I try to go monthly. I love that brilliant instant snap of comedian reading the room, taking something from their own life experience and turning it into something that makes a room full of strangers feel exactly the same thing at the same time. That, to me, I believe is one of the most beautiful things that human being can do. A few months ago, I watched a comedian perform jokes that were written by ChatGPT. And honestly, the audience wasn't feeling it. The floor was silent. People in the room pretty much agreed with it. And I learned that AI jokes doesn't land exactly the same way the human comedians does. And that idea kind of stuck with me. So this idea of creating AI stand-up comedy show was on my list for a while. And it made me wonder, instead of AI writing jokes for human, what if the AI just told its own story, shared its own observations? What would that look like in the AI's perspective? AI writing poetry, stories, jokes, these things sit right at the heart of what makes us human. And to be honest with you, there's something a little unsettling about it. Something that makes you stop and think. As someone who genuinely loves both the creative field and AI, I find myself sitting right in the middle of that tension. And my honest view is that AI isn't funny in the way humans are funny. Not yet, so far. Maybe not ever in the same way. Because the real comedy comes from the real life, from the awkward moment, their failure, their tragedy, their experience, the things that hurt a little before they become funny. But what I found making this, and what I hope you to feel while watching it, is that there's something genuinely interesting when AI turns its curiosity towards us. Not performing, not pretending, just observing. And that, to me, was worth exploring. Their perspective of looking at human beings. So I love to know what you think. What moments land to you? What did you feel about AI making jokes about human? Do you think AI has a place in comedy? Will they replace stand-up comedian, which I think they will not? Or is there something that you want to share? Please drop comments. I'll try to read as much as possible and reply back to you. Dear my subscribers, thank you for watching and hope you all have a great day. I'll come back with all the AI trends and news that I hope to share you to understand AI better. Bye.